Okay, this is my first video again since I got a new channel, and I don't have any subscribers yet, but maybe my message will get across somehow or another. This channel is gonna be strictly about addiction and mental issues and just whatever I feel like talking about, but I just want to help people and make people feel not alone, in this world as far as mental illness goes, because a lot of people don't want to talk about it because it's taboo and they're embarrassed, anything like that. Um, well, okay. I'm kind of nervous, but, okay, this is how my mental issues started. Even when I was a kid, I was always really shy and I had a wild imagination. And I remember when I was 8, I think it was, I was already considering suicide. I just, I didn't know how to deal with anything. I was already having manic episodes. I'd stay up all night and read and just do all kinds of stuff. I'd stay up for 2 or 3 days, even as a little kid, off drugs or whatever. And my mind would just wander. And, um, my moods would be up and down, up and down, up and down. And then when I got to be a teenager, I went through a lot of manic episodes, you could only imagine. And I had to go to the hospital when I was 17, and I had to stay in like a mental ward for a week, because I was threatening suicide then, and I was just dealing with a lot. And um, my bipolar mania, led me to do a lot of things that I really regret. You know, I became very promiscuous, I guess you could say. I was just acting out, and you know, I just hate that happened. And at the time, they diagnosed me with just regular depression, and I should have been treated for bipolar and everything, but that was 97, and I guess they didn't really know about it too much back then. I mean, I don't know, but anyway, I learned from it, and then I got pregnant at 18, and I kind of balanced out, and after I had Justin, it came back, and I can remember being at work, and I would just start crying for no reason at all. I mean, like, my my moods were just awful, and like the least little thing would set me off. Big things didn't upset me, but little things did and still does. Um, but I would always think people were talking about me, and making fun of me. It was bad. It was bad. I mean, like, I quit my job, a really, really good paying job, because for stupid reasons, just stupid stuff. Like, I want to have a different kind of job, I thought that I would just instantly become like a success, like a nurse or something like that, just wild thoughts, wild thoughts. So anyway, fast forward to my 30s, which I'm 38 now, and I've struggled with drug addiction since I was in my early 20s. It got really bad when I got prescribed hydrocodone. I fell in love with that feeling, because it was like drinking, that buzz you get when you're drinking, but it was without the risk of getting a DUI or anything like that. And I didn't like alcohol that much. I just liked the feeling it gave me. But when I first took a pill, it blew my mind. I was instantly hooked. I mean, instantly. And then it just progressed. It progressed from hydrocodone to Oxycontin to speed, lots of speed. I loved that. Diet pills and whatnot. Because I could just go, 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 go. I could work, be a mother, a wife and everything, and it just it seemed like I could just conquer everything, like I was Superwoman. And um, it just eventually led to harder drugs. Me and my first husband at the time, we were doctor shopping, and we ended up getting on methadone. And the methadone addiction lasted for many years. I was taking 8 a day. I'm surprised I'm still living, you know. It took me down through there. I couldn't live without it. I couldn't function. You know, and I lost everything, everything. And the withdrawal from the methadone was horrible. Anybody can tell you that. It's like the worst withdrawal you'll ever go through in your life. But the thing about drugs and mental problems, mental disorders is you're self-medicating. You know, you feel better. You feel balanced out, even though you're not. You just feel great, and you know, you're just. I don't know how to say it, but addiction is a spiritual and a mental disease, and I don't care what anybody says. It's definitely a disease because it does run in my family. Just about all my family members struggle with it. I won't say, you know, any names or anything like that, but, you know, addiction isn't something to really be, I mean, it's shameful, but it's just something that everybody goes through, whether you're rich as hell, poor as hell, in the middle, it don't matter. I've been in rehab with a preacher's wife, a judge. I mean, I've met a lot of people that you would never expect to be drug addicts. They were drug addicts. So it took away the stigma and the shame from the title drug addict. And in 2012, I was finally properly diagnosed as bipolar. I stayed sober for 3 years. 2015, I relapsed, and I relapsed hard. hard. I went straight back to methadone. I ended up doing meth, and the meth had a hold of me for a long time. And when I was 36, I started using the needle, shooting meth, and it ruined my life. The pills and all that was one thing, but when I started shooting dope, I can't explain it. The rush I felt, the everything. I mean, and I ended up going to rehab 3 times within a year and a half because of the needle. I couldn't stop. And even after this last rehab trip, and I loved it, and that rehab helped me so much, I still relapsed. I mean, like, and it led me to jail, for 8 days, and it was a miserable 8 days, but it's like God sat me down and said, you know, this is it, you know, like, this is your last chance, and I felt that, you know, and when I was in jail, I realized that just, it wasn't worth it, you know, and, but let me tell you how I got arrested. This is how far gone I was. All right, I had been up for a couple of days, and I went to this service station, and I was crawling around on the ground, just digging through stuff, grass. I thought I was going to find something, you know, and the owner of the store called the police. The police came. I was telling the police all kinds of stuff. I don't remember anything I said. And I was way, way, way far gone, and they were like, what are you doing? You know, why don't you go get some help? And I was like, I've been getting help. You know, I can't shake this, you know. And the embarrassment of the police finding you digging on the ground outside in public is it's unexplainable. I lost my brand new job that I was making good money at. Almost lost my family, you know. It was horrible, you know, and just the things that drug meth makes you do, it's insane. I really believe that some of it's bath salts or Flocka or whatever they call it. Because the things that shit did to my mind is unbelievable. I could literally write a book. My next video, which I'm going to make in a minute, is going to be about some of my delusions and my state of mind and my psychosis. Because it's funny. It's really funny, but it's also really sad, at the same time. But I love to make light of bad things, and I love to help people, I mean, you're not alone. But anyway, I'll be right back with another video. I love you guys, and just keep looking up, and let's support each other. Bye.